If it's true what they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, well, I got a picture that's worth 100,000 words for you. It comes courtesy of a couple of guys from little old Georgetown, Mass. And you might caption this photo, when the country wants to look good, it's Massachusetts that makes it happen. Take a look. So, AJ, I always like talking to guys that have been places that I am never going to be in my lifetime. Can you help me out here?
I can. If you take a look right over my shoulder at this picture back here, on top of the U.S. Capitol, stand by the Statue of Freedom.
How does it come to be that a little kid from Georgetown High School ends up on the top of the Capitol down in D.C.?
A lot of hard work. Started off at a young age working for my father, and after we graduated from high school, went right into the field the next week later, and working with the tools, and slowly progressed up through the ranks.
What's the project that you guys are working on?
It was the interim 1B painting project for the U.S. Capitol. We essentially overcoated the whole exterior of the U.S. Capitol, did spot repairs to bare metal, the cast bare metal areas. We primed them, prepped them, and then did a complete overcoat.
Well, and Senior, you're the man responsible for all this.
Well, I don't know if I'm responsible. I got it started, though. It was one of those jobs that everybody, a lot of people all through the country wanted it because it was a prestige job, you know. And we said, nah, whether we're going to get it or not. And I said, we're not going to do it for free just for the advertisement. So we did an honest estimate, and we put it together that way there, and actually we weren't low bidder.
How soon before you got this job, or how soon after you got this job, did you say, no matter what, I got to get that picture where I'm standing on top?
Well, actually, that was towards the end of the project. Chad Lampert and Jay Gilbo, all three of us went to school together in Georgetown. We all wrestled together in high school, me and Chad in college. And really, it was a team approach. You know, without them, the project wouldn't have been successful.
So you're one of the other Motley members up there. It's still a pretty cool picture. Like, that's got to be your screensaver.
It's not my screensaver, but it's a nice picture to share. And you don't realize how special it is till you get to share it with someone, you know, when you're able to show other people who haven't had that experience. You're there every day, you get to see the view all the time, but then you show that and someone says, wow, that is pretty impressive.
What's the one thing that people that have never been there and will never be there don't know about that place?
It's bigger than you can fathom. I mean, just seeing it on the news and everything else. I think earlier, if you look at some of the small pictures of men, I mean, you have that one behind me, or I have some on my phone. I mean, you can hardly see them. It's just much bigger than you can. When you're there, you realize how big it really is. Inside is a sandstone rotunda, which was the original one, and the Capitol dome is built on top of that. So you've got this sandstone dome, and then you've got what you see on top of that. And that's a very historic structure because it was the original dome.
Two-part question. One is, it's got to be very cool, but also a lot of pressure working on this building. Two is, with that being said, you really trusted your son down there?
Well.
Any truth to the rumor Chad put a Georgetown High bumper sticker on the backside?
I can't confirm nor deny that there is one of those pictures, one of those couple stickers up there. But
you're definitely buckling down, and you're spending extra time, spending long hours. There was, when we first started going down there and getting things up and running, you were up at 5 in the morning, and you weren't coming home till after 8 o'clock at night because the job would wrap up, and you'd have to make sure that you're ready for the next day to get started. I mean, you had to make progress every day.
Is there any cooler backdrop as you walk into your building than having you guys working on the Capitol there?
Yeah, I got to say, that's a pretty cool picture. I have one in my house, and look at it every day when I'm getting into the shower, and it gives you a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, I'm taking that picture, and I'm immediately texting that to the check. Guess who this is? Guess where I am?
My grandparents got a picture. Obviously, you know, you got to distribute it to a few choice individuals.
It is special. You know, I heard you talking earlier about my son even, and you said, did you turn around at the end of the job and look at it? Well, the fact of the matter is, I think we turned around every night that we walked out and looked back and looked at our work, you know, because we're proud of it. In many ways, we see it as we have like ownership in it. That's our job, you know, to do, our building to maintain, you know, in that sense. If not, we have to be competitive with it, but for the most part, that's how we feel about it.
Spent so much time talking about the guys under that dome. Now we get to know the guys that work outside the thing. It was great talking to those guys. By the way, Kim and Lily, couple of projects up for bids this summer, so Aulson LLC may be down there again before you know it. I always thought the picture of me with my shirt off on top of the milk bottle in Raynham was impressive. Not quite as neat as their picture, I guess.
Not quite as cool, but certainly more revealing, BB.
True.
So, you got him there.